Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to solo tame an Argent. We're going to need a few different items to do this. Besides the gear, I generally always start on a new map by building one of these rafts. If you don't know how, the next video that plays will be the raft building video. This raft has beds that I can respawn on, a trap to put animals in, ceilings on the trap so that I can put birds in it, and as well the necessary gear inside to repair tools, respawn, store items, and make narco juice. This raft on this particular map, which is the island, can cruise the entire island into different spawns, animal spawns, metal spawns, and is very, very effective in the early game. One of the first things we need to do, of course, is open the doors. The other thing I need in order to get this Argent is a pterodon. I happen to be using one of my higher level pterodons, but you can pull this job off with any pterodon with a decent amount of health, not a whole ton. So let's get right to it. So the first step is going to be to kite that Argent, or lure it as close to that trap as possible on the bird. From there we will be jumping off and luring it in on foot. You could roll the pterodon right into the trap with the Argent behind you, but it probably will eat your pterodon. Some people do tame low-level pterodons to do that. Now, for me, my first pterodon, I'm still sticking with a level 50, 60, or 70 as a minimum. In today's example, we're just going to grab this first guy we see and show you guys how to get him into the trap. Your K button is very useful here so we can get a look at the rear. And pterodons have a real bad attention span, ADD deficit disorder. So we want to keep him close. We'll let him have a little bite out of us every now and again. And the other problem you're going to run into is he's going to want to attack other animals. So luckily I'm kind of high up and I'm just crossing over the river. If you're low, he'll probably fight stuff on the ground and will give up on you, which is, not the best at all. So yeah, we're been very fortunate. This guy's heading right in here. The other stuff we're going to need is our trank darts, narco juice, and meat. If you happen to have a decent carno or any type of animal that can kill, you can even maybe get some prime meat. The Argent's all over me, which is great. I will whistle my bird onto passive immediately, because I don't want my bird attacking it. And we're going to go ahead and try and get the Argent's attention on me instead of my pterodon if we can. Looks like we've got him. There we go. We'll take a little bit of, pardon me, a wide berth like a runway. Try and lure him right in here. It's going great so far. And in he goes. Now, I want to escape out my little back door frames. Like I said, check the video to make the raft. Give him a little punch to keep him interested, and then I'm going to whip around, close that door just as quick as I can. Boom. Alright, so there we go. There's an Argent. You can pull that off as soon as you have, say, the crossbow unlocked with the trank darts. I wouldn't be trying to knock this guy out with a slingshot, that's for sure. 1 out of 100 times, that Argent might break through the walls. If it's really low level, this crossbow might kill it. The rest of the process is pretty straightforward, guys. If you've ever knocked out any animal, it's simply to shoot and knock him down. Once he's knocked down, he will require some narco juice to stay asleep. As well, he's going to need a little bit of meat. Ideally, would be prime meat. Now, I can tell my trank darts are in there. Just want to make sure I have no regular darts with me. Just the odd time you'll end up running out of tranks, it'll switch to regulars, or you got the wrong darts loaded in, and then the bird ends up dead. So we're going to see if we can knock him out anyways for you guys. Once he's down, I'm not going to bother taming him. I already have quite a bit of Argents. And the taming process, of course, juice the narco a little bit, and keep him full of food, and you're good to go. That'll about wrap this up once we get him down. Now, he's taking a lot of damage with each dart, which makes me a little bit nervous. I don't want to end up killing him. So far, so good. And look at that. The Argent's asleep. Level 50. Not the best, but it certainly will work as an early Argent. Of course, the Argent has a smithy built into it. It cuts its weight in half. It can pick up a lot of different dinos, which, once we have our Argent, we can start grabbing dinos to drop right here through the no-ceiling trap and start catching them. So it's going to be an early game workhorse for me. It's going to be my thing I fly on to collect metal off the mountains. And it's just an absolutely fantastic and one of your key birds. Some people say I can't get the Argent till late game because of this, that, and the other thing, or I need 2 people. One is being carried by the pterodon, the other one's firing. The problem with that is your Argent's going to drop out in the wild, If you wanted to watch my Quetzal video where we didn't have a choice, you can see how things can get very nasty very quick when that Argent drops out in the wild. So that's about it, guys. Narco juice, prime meat, ideally mutton or meat in a worst case scenario, and that Argent will be all yours. Of course, you'll need to level up a little bit, maybe to make the saddle. So that's one of the reasons why it's more of a middle game animal. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you enjoy the video.